Live.
So you know.
Thank you.
Call the meeting to order. Wallace here, Campion. Here. Bennett.
Here.
Morrow.
Yes, sir.
Enya.
Here.
Donnelly, absent. Jim, you want to lead us on the flag?
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I'd entertain a motion on the minutes.
Motion.
Second.
Pete, any discussion? All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Opposed? So carried. Jim, you want to give us the financial report? Everybody's got a copy, right?
Yep, I just passed out the balance sheet and the profit and loss statement. And, we originally had a $35,000 accounts payable, but that has been corrected. So, as of right now, with a CD and our, what's our regular bank account, we are at about $60,000. We have not yet been reimbursed for 2025 expenditures under the grant fund, so what's that? So then it will keep you up to date.
How long does it take? Like, do you know?
It took about 45 days last time.
We'll see. Right? You guys, any questions? If not, entertain a motion.
Motion to accept the treasurer's report.
Second by Jim. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? So carried. Mike, you want to talk about the demolition contracts and the whole thing with the city and?
Yeah, we, the City of Utica contract fell through. I talked about it last meeting briefly, but they wanted to put Herkimer County as a lien holder on the agreement. And there was no need for that. I sent them the paperwork that it was approved by the state and the funding was available from the state to do those projects. They wouldn't budge, so we.
And we tried and tried and tried, guys. We called.
Jim called like 3 times even after to try and see, because it only would have benefited the city of Utica, because they're paying them employees anyway, so, but water over the dam, we went ahead and put the project out to bid to get these projects moving. Bids came in, so they were due Monday, they're due Friday. Jim and I opened the bids on Monday as per the notice. I'm just gonna send them around quick, take a glance at them.
And this is for all 3 houses, right?
All 6.
All 6.
All 6 properties. So
One contractor for all 6.
one contractor is gonna be for all 6. We had one person bid for 1 and one person bid for 4 out of the 6. I contacted both of them and said, we're looking for the bid on all the projects. I did contact the.
Let me see that. I'm gonna make a copy.
Oh, yeah, we should do
That
that.
way you got it.
Yeah, thanks.
We, I contacted the land attorney to verify that, we can just give this award to one contractor, like we're gonna do with the air monitoring. It's just gonna be one, you don't want to piecemeal and be crazy. So I contacted the 2 that bid only 1 and 4, let them know that we're gonna be approving it as a bid package, and it says it in our RFP, it's for the package of properties. So that's what we're leaning towards doing with your approval, and Jim will get you the bids. The low bid is a MWBE business out of Rumson, so I reached out to other counties and they've used them and they're very good to work with. And they were quite a bit lower. I mean, the first, we had, I think, nine bidders. The first six were like, oh my God, we're not gonna be able to do this. 70,000, 68,000, it's just crazy numbers. And Jim and I were just like, I don't know if we're gonna be able to do it. And then the last few started coming a little lower.
Ms. Simpson,
Thank you.
that way you got it.
Yes.
So that's what we do up to next month.
Those are the bids. Franz Contracting was the lowest bidder. And they were the lowest bidder on 4 out of the 6 projects, and they were not far off out of the other 2.
Were they on
Rumson. So, good neighbor to us. My recommendation is to award the bid to Franz Contracting with your approval.
How's their history of?
I reached out to other land banks that have used them and they've worked out very well. And again, they're a registered MWE business, which they have hoops they have to jump through the state to get registered. There's a lot of people that say we're MWE, but they're not registered in New York State. In order to be registered, you have to go through a bunch of things to get that registration. They have that. Whatever your pleasure is, but that would be my recommendation.
Got a motion by Kim, is there a second? JB, any further discussion, guys? Ladies? All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Opposed? So carried. Talk about the air monitoring.
Yeah, air monitoring, we put that out to bid as well. I delayed it a week, I probably should have done them together, but they'll be coming in, they're due this Friday, and we'll open them on Monday as well, same thing. I'd like to, again, I don't know who the low bidder is gonna be, I sent it out to a whole bunch. I do a thing in New York State as a reporter where you can post things for bids, that's what I did with all these projects. We got a lot more bids, we made for air monitoring as well, but we'll have that in on Friday and open it on Monday. I'll notify everyone, but I want to get the bids out as soon as we can. So I don't want to call a special meeting. Or should I call a special?
I think you have to. I don't think you're gonna work this
Yeah, without the contract in place.
without the meeting.
We'll have to do that then. We'll have to, maybe when there's a legislative meeting, us can at least, you might not have to show up, but we can at least get it voted on and approved to go forward with the air monitoring. I'm sure it's gonna be one of the locals, but who knows? Next one.
We have,
Rehab projects, they're moving forward. The guy that has the Washington property's working on it, and slow progress on the, it went out like gangbusters in Mohawk, but it's slowed. So I'll stay on him, but it's up to him to do it. You know, he's already got time, money invested in it, so it behooves him to get the project done. We did put up for bid 161 to 163. We had one bid come in. It was Tyler Brown from Ilion, and $5,001 to rehab the Ilion property. Again, it's the only bid that came in. The time before that, we had one bid, and that was the guy withdrew the bid. And the time before that, we didn't have any bids. So my recommendation is to accept it. And I met with him, looked at some of his work to make sure to verify what we're getting into with him as well. He appears to do very good business, so.
anybody know?
I do. I mean,
Any thoughts?
I think I mean, that's what he does, on the side of his fence work. He's well known for it. I don't really know. So,
And so I entertain a motion, guys. Kim, second?
Second.
Pete? Any further discussion? All in favor, aye? Opposed? So carried. Update on board of directors training?
Board of Directors training is, there's just one that we gotta get, and it's raised here. I don't know who's got it. He's trying to work on it, so that's all. That's on there. Just to, I would put it on there to remind him.
Yeah, oh, no, absolutely. In run properties, discussion?
Yeah, Kim and I and Ray met, we went through the list, pulled several properties. Since then, we've pulled a few more. I went and looked at them in depth deeper. We also got some code reports that we decided to pull a couple of those and put them in there as well. Wholeheartedly knowing that when we get the demolitions, we'll get to the demolitions, but it is easier once they're in the land bank's hands to get them done rather than go through, to bring them back through the MR process, which is 2 years out at least. So, Kim, you got any input?
We finally got the report back from the court appointed attorney this morning. So I can share that if anyone wants to see it. Just talks about who's deceased, who's actually incapacitated, which may or may not have an effect on the ones we can take title to, but the county attorney's office, just to make sure we have everything that's listed.
Yeah, there's a couple properties that are in the court process trying to figure out if they can be sold or not sold, but transferred or not transferred, or sold. So, well, when that's final, that'll be Kim on the fast, but we don't have any control over that. Yeah, you had one, one, two, no, I don't think resolved,
Incapacitated, so that one.
so. That's the in-round.
Kim, is the list out to the public yet?
I had to wait for this report from the attorney first.
Zombies, you want me to go?
Yeah.
Zombie properties, I still haven't received many responses for zombie properties. Cindy's got back to me, right over one property. With the property in Schuyler, I did talk to Donnelly, the DC lady again. She is going to look in deeper into those. I sent her a couple projects to look at, and she was gonna get back to me, and that was 3 weeks ago. I haven't heard from her, but,
What properties?
um,
Well, Jim was right.
Lazaro,
Lazaro.
yeah, Lazaro up in Schuyler. And the one in Little Falls, when I was on the town board, we talked about that property. I asked them to look into it. It's got a $500,000, it's been cleaned up, but it's got a $500,000 lien against it from the DEC. If they'll relinquish the lien, we can sell the property.
What property is that?
What's that?
What property is that?
Right up the street from the town board, the town office.
Oh, okay.
I can think of that name.
Fairly Waste.
Had the junk yard.
Oh,
Yeah. They cleaned that property up and no one ever paid the bill. That's been 30 years, I don't know.
They clean that up?
Yep.
Really?
Yeah,
Technically.
hey, suppose, no,
I mean, I don't look too far from there, but.
yeah, no, it's,
What's their process though? I mean, you gotta, are they just gonna hold on to the property forever?
well, that was my point to her,
Who's else
is
gonna pay $500,000?
nobody,
Right?
nobody. If we
Is there
can,
anybody we can talk to, Mike?
You did a big project, then they, you might be able to do like,
Right.
we did with Charlestown.
huge, yeah,
For $14,000, we got a $20 million lien was taken away, but we got a big project.
if we don't hear, if I don't hear back from her, Jim, maybe we'll reach out to someone over her, I don't like to do that.
No, I'm with you. I think you give you a good time.
Yeah.
Not they,
She's a Herkimer, she's from Middleville, actually, grew up in Middleville, I can't remember her name. And, she knows the area, she knows exactly where, when I say a project, she knows where it is. So, she knows the Lazaro property, so, hopefully she can get some of these resolved, that we can at least move on them. If we don't, maybe we'll reach out, just to touch base with Walzak or someone, say, hey,
If we do,
let us know, type of deal.
what's a shot?
The interim, Kim, I don't want to say, go over too much detail, but the Skylar property, there's one right by the Skylar Fire Department. I reached out to them, they sent a letter requesting that property, if it does come into the land bank. I think that's one of the ones that was not in a court order situation.
It was not.
And,
The fire department's.
yeah, once we, and I have the letter, once we get title to it, I would probably recommend, it's a house and then a big lot. And the big lot goes into the fire department property, actually. They're using it and they didn't know it. I would suggest breaking that land off and giving it to the fire department, keeping the other half of that extra lot and selling or rehabbing that house, rather than, because they wanted to use it for training or different things. Again, it's your pleasure, but I think it'd be better behoove to keep it on the rolls. We're gonna give them a little more land than what they need, and everybody should be happy.
Is that the lot, is that the house towards the Route 5 side? Or why don't you hold off on that? I'll talk to you offline on this, because DOTs may want to reconfigure that.
That's up quite a ways, Jimmy. I mean,
It is.
it is, I mean, I know that if you do anything there, but that's quite a,
We had a meeting with DOT, IDA,
yeah.
2 months, not more, and they were interested in doing something with that corner there. The
With
Skyler
big trucks.
corners, finally, so, we'll talk. 'cause
Yeah.
I can't say.
It's not, that's why I said, it's not urgent, it's when we get title to it, but I just wanted to put it in your heads that I would lean towards that. It's keeping it on the rolls. If it does end up staying, it's not gonna be a property that goes. And the fire department should be happy as well, because they would be getting a little more land than what this deed. They have an actual structure on the other property, so. Okay, that's it for me, Jim. And again, zombie properties, if you, I can get you the list again, review them, let me know, go through them. I'm trying to work with, and dig into these things a little deeper. The property like Donnelly wanted me to look at is falling down house. Well, it comes to be the guy died that owned the house. And his kid lives in his house, I'm taking it, it's his now in Ilion. I'll get you the name, you too. To see if, Camp, K-A-M-P. I forget his name, he died and it's in his kid's name. I have the information next door,
I
but
think that's the one I said someone's living there.
he's listed as the owner, the son now of the house in Ilion, not the property on 51. But these people really want that property on 51 and it's caved in, and they will clean it up at their own cost. They'll even pay to get the property. So I gave Ray all the information to do it. The easiest way to do it is the property owner to turn it over to him. If the son is the executive, there's a whole process. What's your name, help me out with it. Linda helped me out greatly with that. So I passed it on to him. That's where we're at with that one.
And I did discuss with the town supervisor about the parking lot today.
The what?
I discussed with the town supervisor that the article today option, but I don't know if they really want to proceed that.
Yeah, I don't know if they understood or really grasped it, how they can do it. It's not a crazy process, but they just have to do it. It's a court proceeding, but I'll educate them as I can. I told Ray I'd do that as well, but Kim already reached out to him once. That's it for that, for me, Drew.
Okay. What page, Mike?
Webpage maintenance, it's not due until October 1st. He just asked us if we were gonna be interested in doing it. I've utilized them probably once a month and there's more work to be done. I want people to be able to go on our page and complete an application for a property or complete a document online and submit it that way. And probably in September or before, at our next meeting, I'll recommend approving a contract with him to continue. He's done a lot of work for us, and he is good, and he helps whenever I need it. So, 3-0, it's,
Nick Roush.
yeah, Nick Roush. He lives in Frankfurt. I might have just Jimmy, I know a guy that does it, and he does a lot of businesses, so. And that's not crazy, $100 a month is what his contract was, so.
No, it does what you need.
Yep.
Anything else, Mike?
Let me just glance through this one.
Anybody have anything?
I just want you guys to know that, we finally got our 501c3 status.
Oh, that's on my sheet, the other, 503 status.
How are things going at MEDD?
Really good, actually. C gets whatever we need or requires. Payroll's going good. I think it's well worth the contract that we did with them. Whenever we have questions or Kim picks up something, hey, this doesn't look right, they'll review it and get it right back to us, turn around. So been very, very, very good with them. You know, we're not paying a great sum, $1,200 a quarter, I think it is. So.
And I also did reach out to, auditors for Angelo to make sure that they were going to file our 990. But that's time issue.
Yeah. That's all him.
You all set?
Yep.
Anybody else?
Yeah, is there what about our other board member that we need to?
Oh, yeah, we gotta do that. We have that. We can vote on a board member. It's this body that votes on it
Yes.
to approve it, so.
I didn't know, Pete, you wanted to go to the legislators and ask for somebody, or just ask somebody, or?
Yeah, let me talk to them first.
I just know we've had some controversy in the past, so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're not gonna,
I love Reggie.
no, we're gonna,
I didn't say anything.
I think we'll replace the legislator when the legislator gets off, replace it with another legislator, but the board members train,
And we're supposed to be under 50%, as far as.
so. That's the only thing I would go by, you know. I know there are other legislators that would directly be on it, Schrader would want to be on it. It's not that I don't like him or anything, but I just think that we got enough legislators who can report whatever needs to be reported back.
If you need any names, we can give you a couple, okay? Run by it.
Who stepped down?
Mark Feeney resigned.
Yeah, so you don't have much say.
So,
You got out of everything. John, no.
good guy, but I get it, so.
I do have a recommendation, but I don't know if it's something you guys want to entertain. My property agent, Jake Waste.
What's that? I can't hear you.
Linda J. Ways.
Jake Waste, she's my property agent, she lives in Mohawk, she was, been a real estate secretary for a long time, an abstract for a long time. She has a lot of knowledge about the legal process and about our properties. So, you know, if you're out there, she's willing to do it, if it's something that you're.
Jim, do you have a couple recommendations?
Yeah, I was thinking of Jimmy Franco, Tim Seymour, but the only problem with
I didn't hear
Tim, Jimmy Franco, the only problem with Tim that I worried about this morning, is that he doesn't live in the county.
Oh, okay.
I just think that would be a,
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, I think they have to be an Orford County resident. by then.
yeah, a T club, right? That's about the only Franco I remember you.
Jimmy Franklin
Little
would be
bit.
the choice too.
What's that?
Jimmy Franklin would be the choice too.
But again, I haven't bugged anybody because I wanted to talk to you.
Yeah, we're gonna run through.
You know, I don't want to tell guys, yeah, we're interested, and then tell them no.
Cindy, you got anybody?
Off the top of my head,
Okay, well, think about it and let me know.
Yeah, I need the board members, if you know somebody, let Pete know, and he'll bring it back next meeting, and we'd like to get them on as soon as we can, so have kind of full staff.
September.
Chloe,
Meeting September.
17.
9/17,
So you got the right Wednesday, Thursday, or?
Let's see.
It's the old man, right now.
Yes.
Yep, Wednesday.
Anybody else? Motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
Second, Jimmy? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? So carried.